Oh my goodness. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited. I'm actually getting to hang out with my besties right now. This is so cool. So, welcome, Kerri. Thank you for being one of our incredible chapters in this anthology. And Jesse, the man who makes it all happen when we're like, I don't know how to write this. Jesse, you are outstanding. So, welcome, welcome to both of you as we crack on today.
Thank you. Yes, Kerri, it's been a pleasure. It's such a been a pleasure working with you, and I'm so happy to be interview you today. You are an amazing writer, and would love to kind of get into unpacking why you wrote what you did and everything. But I just want to say that you're one of the key themes of this amazing anthology of just being very vulnerable with what you're writing, and you're very honest about your past and about how the cost of what God has done in your life and the cost of endurance and pushing forward. You are just very encouraging as well about just going to God's presence and just pulling that redemption out. And I just want to say that I don't want to get into too much details when I ask you all these questions, but I just want to say that your Booty from Ashes chapter is very, very powerful. So welcome, Kerri. I want to ask you just kind of what brought you to writing on this particular topic. What do you love about this subject? And feel free to share whatever you like about yourself or how you came to be.
Thank you. Um, I picked this. There's so much in my life that I could have grabbed out for this chapter, but I felt that this was the pinnacle of where I went from being a workaholic to crashing.
Hmm.
And that was the pinnacle, is that, sort of the story that I bring into it at the beginning is just one of the things that happened during that time. And I think from that point, it was it was a real journey God started taking me on from being a workaholic to saying to me, a couple of months ago, you are going to be a speaker in rest. You are going to be bringing rest into people's lives, and how
Hmm.
for them to do it. So yeah, that was why I wanted to bring this story in, because I do feel, some of the stories that are out there in these chapters, I didn't. I felt sort of, wow, I don't have that story, but I do. It's just I didn't tell that story. I
Hmm.
told my pinnacle story, and that's why this book is so good, because you've got such a wide range of people's stories, and how that they've come about. Yeah.
100%.
I love that. And readers or potential readers that are listening to this right now, this is Kerri literally was a workaholic. How many of you have heard about burnout? Like when actually
Hmm.
there is nothing left. And that is where this beautiful lady was. Thank goodness that that's not where the story ends. And, to my question to you, to follow on from love, because your love is actually I know your love is to see people where you are now, and you know that there's more goodness to come. But on the other side of burnout, knowing how to perform brilliantly, but from rest and in peace. And, you're also involved in something else that Jesse and I are doing right now, the Heart of a True Leader. And we have watched you produce the most incredible content, like next level content from rest. So I've seen you don't just talk about it, you
Hmm.
are it. And that's a joy. So, what insights would you like to give those that are listening, or those that actually are going to read your incredible chapter? What insights, if they come and actually read your chapter, Kerri, what insights will they take away?
Well, I hope they can see that you don't have to be resting to be resting.
Hmm.
I think Is that a good
That
quote?
that's reassuring. That's very
That's brilliant.
reassuring. Yeah.
Um, because like I as I discussed with you guys before, I did do an 18-hour day yesterday trying to get something together for this summit we're running. But the whole time I was resting in God with it,
Yeah.
and I do hope that people can see um, in this that, you know, I burnt out. I crashed, physically crashed. Like I was really sick. I was out of it for about 5 years, brain fog, everything. And God just showed me how to bring rest into my life first. He just said, "Yeah, that's it. You're not moving for 5 years," and then he started saying, "Okay, we're going to bring a little bit of work in, and you're going to do it in rest,"
Hmm.
and then sort of, yeah, bring in more of the work and rest, and go into the world being in that restful position. Yeah.
I love
Love that.
that. I love that particularly because I have literally seen him. I've been on that journey from where you came out of that 5 years. And so I've,
Hmm.
walked that with you and I've watched him. I love the fact one of the insights you are going to give is you don't go from zero to hero overnight, generally speaking. It's a journey. And he has taken you on that journey of, right, we're going to do a little bit of work here. And now we're going to do this bit. And now we're going to do this bit. And I think that's the beauty that you will bring for people is yes, you will climb, they will climb this mountain, but they're going to do it one step at a time. And they're often going to do it with others, which has been part of this. So that's super exciting. Did you want to ask or add anything in there, Jesse?
No, it is exactly it. I mean, that's you named it really well that it's not, I mean, that's the whole thing is a beauty for ashes. And it really
Yeah.
is you show well the ashes of being in pain and the depths. And like you said, it's not always an easy fix, which is so relatable to everyone because we are writing these stories or writing these um yeah, stories of our lives that everyone's going to have different experiences, but we all can relate to some kind of ashes in our own life and actually growing and being able to just trust God in the process. And yeah, you do it so well there, Kerri. Yeah.
Amen. So that leads on to the next question that I have, which is because it's the freedom. It's like, what freedom are you going to bring to people? So as they read your chapter, what's going to be set free for them? Because we know that Christ came to set us free and being changed as a workaholic to performance or whatever it might be, he wants to set them free. So what freedom are they gonna get from hanging out with you and reading this chapter?
Oh, gee. I I am I'm I've got brain fog right now. I'm sorry.
You
I'm
see,
so
because you did an
sorry.
18-hour day. Oh my goodness. You see, you stepped back in for a moment and went, hold on a minute, I can do this. I love it.
Well, and I can clarify even too, because like the freedom, and this is something we haven't rehearsed ahead of time, which is it's just on the spot, which is so much fun. But yeah, freedom really is. It's like yeah, it's not necessarily your job to bring freedom. There's freedom that you came in your life, and you're sharing your testimony. And the Bible says, the word of our testimony. It's the blood of the Lamb, the word of the testimony. Like we overcome by that. And so by you sharing your story, it will bring freedom in people's lives. And you may not know entirely what it will bring, but I guess the question is what do you hope for people to take away? And what do you hope to
Yeah.
unlock
Yeah.
in people's journey? Because yeah, we're all coming from different places, and there may be somebody who's reading your chapter and say, "Oh man, I really relate to that." And hopefully, by reading this chapter, seeing your how you went to the Lord and how you process, they will then also get something from that. And I just wondered if you have any kind of insights of what you hope them to receive.
Yeah, so there was a journey for me to get to the place I am now. And it's like I've got these keys to the kingdom that I want to try and sort of share how I got to that stage, because it was listening to so many speeches, um, going to the brilliant circles from the brilliant movement groups, Sally's groups and Jesse's courses, and there was just so many things, and it just started going bang, 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 so there were these keys that I was bringing along with me, and I wanted to share a couple of them in this chapter, to say, hey, here's a key that unlocked this for me,
Yeah.
and so that I guess, but everyone's got different keys to actually unlock what they need to unlock. Because Sally is in a different place than I am. Jesse's in a different place than I am. So I might know something they don't, and they're going to know something that I don't, which is why collaboration and teamwork is really good.
Yeah.
So this whole book is going to have all these different keys,
100%.
Yeah.
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 And I want to add to that too, which is so good, and just maybe even put you to drill a little bit deeper, Carrie, because like it's yeah, the chapter is just one piece of your larger story, and I'm just curious that because you chose this for this and you want these insights and you want these freedoms, but could you tell us more about just kind of your own life and kind of what you hope people to receive from knowing you, just in general, because you do a lot of things. You're a writer, you're a painter, you do business stuff, you do, editing, and you love people well. And so just by knowing you as a person and your movement inside of you and what you're doing, like what part of Christ do you hope to be representing in all that you do?
Wow.
No pressure.
It's a big question, because yeah, I'm a servant to, and very loyal to everyone around me, and to the detriment sometimes that I don't get my own stuff done. But at the same time, I'm not worried about that, because I know God bends time. So as I am serving and helping other people, I'm building foundations for myself. And
Hmm.
then, my parts are coming together quite fast,
Mm.
because, you know, you create, I mean, Jesus was a servant,
Hmm.
and that's how I want to be portrayed to the world. I want people to see Christ when they see me, just like God sees Christ when he sees me. So I would love to share that expanding the kingdom, and kingdom isn't just one.
Hmm.
Kingdom is a many people, you know, and we can't just keep running life as a solo mission. And for it to be successful, we need so many people around us. And that's
Hmm.
why we all need to be servants,
Yeah.
because we're all helping each other. We're all building on each other's sort of areas and championing each other. Mm.
Well
And
said.
that goes beautifully in with how all of us work. And actually, most of the authors in this book are all servant leaders,
Hmm.
in terms of the fact that you, in particular, Kerri, you lead in the space of rest.
Hmm.
The biggest key that he has given you, yes, you're 100% right. You've been in lots of different people's spaces, the right spaces for you to learn and grow, for you to be healed, for lots of things to happen, which have been absolutely miraculous. But it's been a journey. And on our
Hmm.
journey, we need other people to lock arms with, which is what you've done. But the freedom I think you're going to bring to people is literally that capacity to,
Hmm.
and I love you because what you've done is you've let go of performance, You've let go of me, 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 me. I need to write my
There you
book. I
go.
need to do this. I need to do that. I need to do the other. I need, that constant, that never. And you've said, actually, I am going to write my book in God's perfect timing. I am going to be part of this collaboration because that's what he's called me to do right now. So I'm going to do this first because I know it's a journey and I know God's got me and I know he's put that book in me, but I'm not feeling it's ready to be birthed just yet or whatever it might be. And that capacity that you have now isn't to let go and let God has given complete freedom. And I'm also sitting in that space where actually, yes, I know you've given me this, God. I know you want me to do this. Okay, you go and I'll follow. And so you've allowed him to lead you, and you know all these things. He's given you these things to do, but it doesn't all have to be done today. And it doesn't have to be done at a certain time at a certain place. Sometimes there are deadlines, which is why you did your 18-hour day yesterday. But it's not every day. It's like, no, I'm going to get this done and I'm going to do it and rest. And you paused during your day yesterday. And I love the fact that you're going to speak on rest. And that's part of this chapter too, because actually he's testing you to make sure that you have the testimonies for your speaking and the testimony within the chapter that you're writing so that people can, I love the fact that you're a locksmith because you're actually giving people keys to unlock the keys to the kingdom. So I guess last question for me is, I always, because we do love, insight, freedom, and engagement. And engagement is about your relationship with him and then your relationship with others, which is why it's the cross. So how has hanging out with God and being intimate with him in this season, and then how has that opened doors for you, so set you free in other spaces and relationships? How's it impacted relationships for you?
Well, I love the cross, and we've discussed this before, but the meridian point is the true south, true north, right? And to have that true alignment, that allows your east and your west to be truly aligned as well. So God took me out of so much, and even after I was healed, I had all this. He was bringing all these ideas into my head. And I'll go, oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. But he said, no, you just sit with me. For a whole month, I couldn't activate any of these ideas because God said, no, no. So it was about aligning with him, learning how to have so much going on in my head and still align with me. So, with him, align with him. Yes. So once you do that, that has expanded my ability to help others.
Yeah.
That's the east and the west. It sort of it brings around the right people too. It brings around the full collaboration and just aligning with people who are yoked in the same manner that you are.
I love it.
Love it. Well said, Kerri.
Whew. Anything else you want to add, Jesse, or ask, or like I feel
Yeah,
like
well,
we pulled a bit out.
yeah, I mean, I just want to say, I mean, I thank you, Kerri. I mean, this being on this project again, I mean, for those who are watching, we are writing this anthology with many different people, and Kerri is one of them, and of course, and we really picked I feel like the best of the best to pull this anthology together. It's been a life dream of mine to you talk about the collaboration. It's like, yeah, I've been helping people publish their books individually, but now it's just so much fun to bring these themes to life and bring people together. And so, yeah, for anybody who's feeling any part of Kerri's story resonate with them, I mean, the progress that we are doing is we're putting the progress on our website. It's beautyforashesanthology.com. If you want to go there, you can sign up for the newsletter. We will be doing all kinds of uh, next steps for different people on that website. So stay tuned, and we're looking to have this fully published by the end of the year in time for Christmas, which is fun. Yeah, every author, and Kerri included, is writing a single chapter, and we're putting together in a big anthology. So that's where people can go. But yeah, Kerri, I mean, I feel like you're demonstrating it really well that you really do carry that rest, and rest is not striving. Rest is trusting, and it does. I love it that it's multi-layered, that you're doing that with your testimony, that there is a beauty for ashes in your testimony. But even in this interview and all that you've wrote, you are showing that lack of striving, that serving other people and trusting God to take care of you. And I do believe your chapter really does show that. So yeah, that's people can follow the progress at beautyforashesanthology.com. But Kerri, I also want to give permission for you to give a final comment, and then also tell people how they can follow you and kind of all that you're doing as well.
Thank you. Yeah. Final thing for me to say is that resting really is it's an all day thing, so don't, you know, go into your secret space in the morning with God, and you take that with you throughout the day. And then he will bend time. So all the things and that's why I rest in the day too. It's like, God knows everything that I have to do today. And so I'm going to allow him to bend time, or it's just going to get to the end of the day. And he said, that one really wasn't that important for that day. And I rested in that. I just rest in that. It's like, okay, we'll do that tomorrow. You know? So I have a website, Kerri L. Welden. Make sure you spell it right, .com, because it's not well done. It's Welden.
Well, Din
And
and En, yeah.
Welden. Yeah, so I've got art up there at the moment, and one of my books will be going on there soon as I'm getting that published in a different arena. And I would love for you all to connect. Yes.
Perfect. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, beautiful people. Always great to catch up. And we look forward to seeing each one of you in beautyforashes.com. And so actually,
Beautyforashesanthology.com.
sorry, Beauty for Ashes. There
Yeah.
you go. Look, I'm glad Jesse's got me right. Beautyforashesanthology.com. Come and join us. Come and be part of this incredible anthology, this beauty from ashes. And if you're in a space where you feel you're in ashes, definitely come and join us. And if you want to be encouraged or inspired, or just actually sit and have a lovely light read over a coffee so that you are encouraged in your life, then you need to be part of this, and we would love to see you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you all, and we'll see you on the inside.